Hello beautiful people. Today's video is going to be about going out of state for college. Like, I know people are graduating and they're probably deciding like whether they should go, what place should they put their deposit in. And I remember this time last year I was in the same boat. Like, I could either go to a school that was in my area and probably do better financially in that school, or go to a state or go to a college that was out of state where it was something that I've never done before. And yeah, so I had that big decision, and I remember I was contemplating a lot. Like, I didn't even put my deposit or like do anything to that college because I was like, oh my gosh, like, what if I make a big mistake and stuff like that. So I want to help you guys out because maybe you're still contemplating that and you don't really know whether you want to leave, whether you don't want to leave, and I hope these tips will help you decide on what you want to do. So here are my reasons for why you should go out of state, why you should pick that more expensive out of state college rather than staying in your own bubble where it's cheaper, you know? Okay, so let's get into this video about Review the World. Let's go. Okay, so my number one reason to go to college, out of state, well, actually it's just number one actually, but is because of growth, like your own personal growth. Not only in college you're gonna like grow in knowledge and experiences, but like going out of state of college, you're put into a different situation. Like, you're put outside of your comfort zone, and once you actually feel that anxiety, you're either gonna, your body's gonna go into that fight or flight situation where you're gonna be like, I can either fight everything that's going on in this out-of-state college and just keep to myself and watch Netflix and do my homework, or you can either fight. Just go with the flow. Honestly, just do what other people are doing that you know is best for yourself. And I think that's the best thing that I've learned going out of state, is that I'm growing so much. Like, every single day I'm either learning something new, or I'm either growing in my personal goals, like goals that I set out for myself like 3 years ago, or short-term goals. Like, I'm actually being able to visually see it actually come true. Like, before I was like, okay, this could happen, you know, after I finish college, and now I'm like, I don't even need to finish college to do this. Like, I can actually do this. So you grow more, okay? So your brain gets bigger and it's stimulating. Okay. Number two, second reason why you should go to college out of state is to find yourself. Honestly, finding myself has been the hardest thing for me, but it's been the most interesting thing. Like, honestly, before you exit college, you're like 4 years and you're like, I know who I am, blah blah blah, you know. But the thing is, you actually know who you are when you're around the friends that you were with. You don't really know who you are without your friends, without the people that you're so used to being around. And once you're out of state where you don't really have any friends that you actually know beforehand, you're kind of put in this situation. You're just like, who am I? Do I really like this game, or was I just liking it because all my friends was like? You look at your clothes and you're like, does this really express me, or does it not express me? Like, I remember, like, my friend, like, people would ask me like, what do you like and stuff like that, and I would say it, but then they would be like, why do you like this? And I'm like, like, I didn't have a really good reason, you know. Like, I just liked it because at that time, like, it brought good memories of like around, like, it was me and my friends, and I liked it because we all shared this thing in common, and I didn't really have my own intellectual. So you are thrown into a world where you have to actually figure out who you are, and the whole freshman year is great for that, to find out who you truly are without your best friends, without your enemies being around there, without any teacher to help you out. You're kind of put in this situation where you're just kind of like floating around in society and trying to figure it out, especially if you go to a city school like I do. So it's really hard for me because sometimes I'm like, I know, like, coming firsthand, and I was like, I know what my personal style is, I know who I am, blah blah blah, I know my religion, I'm like, I know who I am, don't worry about it, whatever, you know. But then I got in, and I meet so many different people, like so many from around the world that I never thought I would meet. And still in college, I thought I would have to travel to them, but now they're like in this area where I can go and learn so much more. So I learned more about my religion and what I actually believe in. I learned about other religions, which is really cool. So my spiritual journey is actually really, it's growing more than it was before there, when I was around the same people who believed in this same thing as me. So it's very interesting for me. I'm still continuing. My personal style is kind of changing. Like when I go shopping, I'm kind of like more visualizing myself rather than, oh, I like this piece, and then putting it in my closet and like not wearing it. Now I'm just like, okay, you know, how am I actually going to wear this? And with that whole like finding yourself thing, you kind of find your own you figure out who you were with your friends beforehand and how you are without them. Like, are you still the same person without your friends, or are you different? You know, you kind of learn what that was, and you know how to balance it all, and how to truly find who you are, and what part of you makes you happy. Like what makes you truly happy, which I think is the most important thing. So yeah, for me it's been great. I'm looking down because I'm looking down my notes, but yeah, number 3 is that you create a new you. Once you find yourself, once you figure out who you truly are, you can create a whole new you. Like, nobody knows you. They don't know anything that you did back then. Like, besides social media, probably nobody in this new area knows who you truly are. So you could either, you know, pretend to be somebody who you're not, which I wouldn't do, honestly. You'll find more people who actually like have things in common with you, you know? Once you find out this is what I really like, this is what I love to do and stuff like that, you'll find more and more people. You'll find opportunities to do things like that. Like, before, I loved fashion shows, but I never had the chance to go. Now I like can Google it and it's in my area, and I can actually go out to this, which I think is the coolest thing ever, because before that it wasn't really like that. And you find more dreamers, which is amazing, because before I came here, I was just like on an online website with dreamers, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I wish I actually had, like, I wish I actually knew people like this. And then you come into the city and there are people like this. Or I'll see clothes on Pinterest and I'm like, oh, this is so cute, but I've never seen somebody wear that. And then I come here and there's so many people wearing it, and it's just the coolest thing ever. So you can create this new you. Like, how do you want to present yourself now? Like, once you're in this area, do you want to continue to present yourself as the old high school you who finally figured out who they were, like sophomore year, or do you want to present yourself as the new improving you who's going to do more in the future, who is actually going to take their goals into your own hands and actually build upon it? Like, you get to question this, but at the same time you get to move on, and you get to explore, and you get to create this whole new you using the bases that you had before. Like, you're just, like I said, you're just growing and creating a whole new you, which is the coolest thing. So and my last tip for you is the opportunity. So this is number 4, so I guess it's only going to be 4, because I thought I could figure out number 5, but no, I think I have a number 5. Okay. So, okay, number 4, the 4th reason to move out of stating into another place is because of the opportunities that you will get, okay? You will get so many more opportunities, and plus the fact that is where you were before, if you move into another state, like, none of these people, most people won't actually have the things that you have. Like, for example, when I moved here, like, I put on my resume, did a whole new thing, and one of the things that they thought like that not a lot of people had was this 7 mindset thing. And 7 mindsets, I will link them down below, but so I went it was a camp, like a 2-day camp or experience thing, and we got a certification that we went through this 7 mindset program, and it was something that not a lot of people had, especially here. Like, before, I remember it was a lot of people. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so like I said before, you get so many opportunities. And what was I saying? Okay, so the 7 mindsets. So when I was back in North Dakota, we had this cool program that came like when sophomore year for me, and it was called the 7 mindsets. It was this 2-day program where a lot of kids around the school, like around my area, we all came together. You registered for this, and I was allowed to go with some of my friends. And we just learned so many things, so many mind-blowing things. Like, I sat literally, like, the first day, I was like, whoa, this is really cool. The second day, I was like in tears, like, oh my god, I can change the world. Like, it was just amazing. It was just empowering, I'm not gonna lie. And so I had the certificate, and so I put that on my resume. And when I came over here and I would go to job opportunities, they'd be like, what is 7 mindset? Like, they don't know what that is. And then I would have to explain it, and they're like, oh, that is so cool, like you actually went through that. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Sorry about that. Whenever I'm busy, I swear I get the most phone calls. Like, nobody will call me when I'm not busy, but when I'm busy, they're like, oh, why aren't you? Okay, but anyways, back to what I was talking about. So, like I said, so on this resume, I had 7 mindset because I had the certification and everything like that. And people ask me about it. They're like, what is this? Because it's something that most people at that time, like, in this area did not have. It was something really cool to them, and like, it was, you know, it's something different. Like, you have more opportunities, and you not only, okay, so not only, okay, so not only do you have more opportunities, but you are also in a different group, because the opportunities you had in your other place may not apply to the new place that you're in. So having this one thing that I got from North Dakota did not apply to this new place that I am living in right now in Washington. So it was like this really, so that's basically what I'm trying to say, is that you have more opportunities, and at the same time you're put in a special group as well. So that's the best thing about being in a different place, is that you're kind of put already in a separate group, which makes you already special, makes people want to look at you more. And what I learned is I get more access to like scholarships here for some reason. Like, I get more access to scholarships. Doesn't mean that I do all of them, which I really should work on, but I get more access to them, which means I have more opportunities to get more money for school, which I actually need, because out-of-state tuition, although it's a big con that most people look at, and that's number one reason why they wouldn't want to move out of state. But look at all the opportunities that you could gain, and the fact is that once you do get residency, or like once you do get in-state tuition, the new place that you're in, it'll be the same thing as the other place. So you just have to work really hard the first year, and you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor afterwards, like in the next year. So, I mean, if you really want that easy life and you don't really want to go for your goals, stay in the place that you're always with. But if you want to experience something new, if you want to do something exciting, if you want to go towards your goals that you've been probably thinking about since 5th grade, or whenever your school had to plan out your like 3-year plan or 5-year plan, then you should really do what your heart sets up. Be like Rachel in Glee, who went out to New York City, even though it was really her husband, but may he rest in peace. Oh, now thinking about that person. But yeah, and then I know a lot of people will get homesick, but this is why we have technology. This is why we have phone calls, and literally you will love phone calls when you are away, when you're not in the same place you are, because you will enjoy actually talking to these people on the phone and not just texting them. Like, sometimes my phone sucks, okay, so sometimes I won't get messages until later on, or I'm too busy at work to get a message, and then I don't know, I think there's a glitch on my phone, so I won't get them till like a day later, or sometimes 2. And then since I'm living that broke life, sometimes I won't pay my bills. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bad. But But yeah, so just that those phone calls will mean so much more to you when you're not in the same area as them, when you're not like an hour drive from them. When you're pretty far, those phone calls are the best things, that they help reduce your anxiety you don't even know. Just having a childhood friend that you can come and talk to, or somebody that you've been friends with the longest, it's just this amazing thing. And then you guys can share about your experience, like, oh, this is what happened, like this and this, and then think about future wise. They can come to you, you can go to them, and it can be a really cool thing. It could be like sisterhood if they're traveling bands, you can share pants, whatever you want to do. But it's a really great experience, and I just really wanted to share that out, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, but my family, oh, but this, how expensive it is, and stuff like that. But I wanted to show you the pros and the advantages of moving out. I really hope that helps you with your decision. College is a really big decision, not only with major wise or financial wise, but it's this really big part of your life where you are turning into an adult. So I really hope, I wish you all the best, you guys. Like I always say, be special, do something that that God has placed in your heart. I was learning more about like all the talents that God put in you. You really are special, and I really do believe that. So instead of being stuck in what society tells you to be, do something different. Be outside. Do not blend in. You're too special to blend in with the world. How many times should I say this? But yeah, okay. So thank you so much for watching. I feel like I should have something for like when I end this video. I don't know. But tell me, do you guys like my dress? You can't really tell what it is, but I like the print. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. I really hope that it did help you. And comment down below, what are your choices? What are you facing? What problems? Like, did this video help you or not? And if it did, please like it. And please subscribe for more videos and see what's going on in my life. I'm thinking of doing a vlog because school is almost done and there's some exciting things that's going to take place in the summer. And I don't want to ruin it, like knock on wood, because I really don't want to ruin it. But yeah, and I want you guys to see it. So please subscribe, share with your friends. And, you know, just do you. Actually, I just stole that from Seamus Maya, but like I said, be special, be unique, be you. Bye!